Hi, I'm Jill Clifton, author and creator of Landscape of Mothers, and I made a video recently about how capacity is the fundamental thing that we need to cultivate when we're trying to parent, really, and especially when we're trying to reorganize our family ecosystem, right? So capacity is really that just ability to be with, it's the ability to accommodate, it's the aptitude and skill for being with the emotional, physical, and mental parts of life, which is most of it, right? The sort of like flip side of the capacity coin is coping, and coping is like dealing with to either like eliminate or overcome our problems. Coping, the word cope originates from way back days of a word that meant to like attack or fight or to meet in combat. And so it has this sense that we are in opposition. So coping is really like, how do we push away the thing that isn't working for us right now? And I am by no means saying that coping is a bad thing. Coping is the way probably most of us learned how to get through our childhood, right? We kind of compartmentalized and pushed away the things that weren't working for us in the hopes that we could kind of land more in what was. And often we just don't have enough power to actually have capacity to bring things in, gain more skills, and do something different. So a lack of power often translates into us developing coping skills, childhood, and lots of other places where power is taken from people. But so the difference, just noting the difference between capacity and coping. Capacity is something we build so that we can like tend to more things at once. And by that, I don't mean that we are multitasking. That creates a sense of urgency and actually undoes our capacity, but that we can really be present to what is, and we can kind of keep our eye on the things that are really important to us, and that is capacity. And you know, coping is something we do when we don't have enough capacity. But when we default to our coping mechanisms, what often happens is that the brain goes back to the thing it knows best or has done most often. And that is usually the things we learned in childhood. And so we usually kind of go back to behaviors that we either witnessed or participated in somehow in our childhood. And so we'll start to like sound like our parents, or we'll start to notice that we're behaving in a way that we don't intend to or want to behave with our children, and yet it's kind of coming back out of us. So that might be a moment where we notice that we're coping and we are lacking capacity. And like I said, neither one is bad or good. They're both absolutely appropriate, and they are both crucial to our ability to live our lives in these unpredictable social systems. So let me know how that distinction goes for you. I'd be really curious. Thanks.